Hey, YouTubers, Tasman here. And you probably can't see me, right? Can you find the Tasman cleverly hidden in this image? Boo. Yeah, I'm bringing you another episode of Regrowth, where we're bringing this cold, dead, desolate world back to life, one block at a time. And so I haven't had much time to do anything, had a really busy at work and such, but I did hear from my good buddy Sky. He chimed in, came through in a clinch, and helped us out. So he mentioned, don't get down on yourself for your building style and stuff like that. And he mentioned, when he's doing regrowth or whatever, he is, either building as an elf, kind of like we are, with just torches, maybe not even walls. Maybe he just does lots of torches and he's in the middle somewhere under the open sky. We're kind of like that, but we have walls. Or he says, he'll dig into the side of the mountain dwarf style and build excavate rooms and such, or squatter style, where he been known to fortify the occasional ruined farmstead. I can only think those farmsteads are where those, is these the goblins that live in those little farm things that were over by where we were doing the wither? The wither. Multiple times we found like a little wooden house thing. Maybe that's what he means by that. But then he also mentioned the stupid Thaumcraft thingy, which that's a good name for it because I can't remember it either. The one that we make a giant circle and put all the things with the altar thing in the middle. He says that is the very one that makes lightning strikes. So, scratch this idea. However, I was still thinking I want to kind of do the same thing out here. I still want to plant these trees and see if we can get this to be pretty grass. I still have to make a bunch of the saplings. But I'm wondering if, when we break it, if we'll still get those saplings. Plus, we'll be able to break a couple of, we'll break a couple of those guys too, because I think you get things out of them as well. The nodes. Actually, maybe we could leave those just kind of floating in here, because there'd be like 9 of them. They look kind of uniform though, and I'd want them to look just a little more scattered. I don't know, maybe I'll do something to fix that. I'll have to think about it. But anyway, so that may be what we do here instead. And then he mentioned, let's see, that causes the lightning. And then, let me just read real quick. You want to put a bunch of skulls below to stabilize it and avoid the materials popping off the pedestals. I don't know what that means, but it sounds important. And then he also talked about the map quests, because we did talk about some of those map quests and how we should maybe go get some of the, well, I keep pointing over there, but it's in our quest book, where it says go far away. And some of them aren't that far away, but he does mention that they are repeatable, so you could actually do them over and over again, which might mean we want to take some obsidian with us and maybe make some nether portals and quick ways through the nether to get there. Or the other thing is to get back and forth. He also mentions that we really might want to kill the Gia Guardian a second time so we can get all these really cool rings. Or maybe we only get to choose one, I'm not sure. We'll have to address that when we get there. But he does mention that the tombs and crypts typically have loot bags. So they're worth hitting at least once. Watch out for magic circle monsters, or monster spawners. I don't know what those are, though. They can be an issue for several reasons. So it says they're repeatable. So does this mean like when you loot the is it like out in the world, or does it kind of load another, like almost a dimension that can reset, or something along those lines? I'm not exactly sure. Those are the only 2 ways I could think, is if the like if I went into a little dungeon thing and broke the spawner, broke the chest, took everything and then left, I would think if I came back days later, it would still be empty. But maybe by this is saying that that would be respawned. The other thing is if it actually loads as a dimension elsewhere. So when we go in, it's kind of like the Twilight Forest, and then, you know, after X amount of time, that dimension does a reset. So it like has a little timer of when the last time you went in and when you're trying to go in again, and it resets based off that, or it could just reset after you leave. I don't know. So that's definitely something to investigate. However, like I said, let's see, where am I? They could be an issue for several reasons, not the least, which is lag. So we might have lag. However, I do dedicate, I think it's 6 or 8 gigs of RAM to this, so we probably shouldn't get much lag. I mean, this is a 12-core i7 machine. It is older, but that's still pretty powerful. So maybe we won't get too much lag. I don't know. PlayClaw, which I use, is actually pretty light on resources, so that might be good too. All right, let's see what else. I still say you should get the Eye of Flugel from the Dice of Fate dropped by the Gay Guardian 2 before you go map questing, though. Less where am I? Less you need to worry about running out of wing power. That is kind of bad because, you know, we have on these boots, so like if we do this and drop, we don't take damage. But if we're even this high and we drop, we actually take some pretty big damage from these little ring wings, whatever it is we're using. So I think it makes it so it's not ever needing to be replenished, which would definitely be good. It'd be more like creative flying. Let's see, and having ability to teleport back, which is kind of cool. I guess you can maybe right click and just teleport back. I don't know. So anyway, let's continue on what he's saying. He left me a lot of valuable information. I really appreciate it. And then he says, when traveling distance, vast seas and wastelands. Okay, so then he also mentioned the torn pages drop from mobs like maps, but they go into a vampire book to help with the path to becoming a vampire. Now, I think he's mentioned this before, and I agree with him. Because, as I said before, anything that makes you burn in the sun is a bad thing. So best avoid becoming a vampire until you're mopping up quests at the very end. So yeah, I mean, if we even want to pursue bees, most of our bees don't work at night, so we'd want it to be day. And yeah, I don't necessarily want to burn up in the day. So we might do that just before we end the whole series, just so we can get all the quests or whatever. And then he says, pretty sure the way the world recovers requires you to find and escape the labyrinth endgame Thaumcraft dungeon. To open it up, not really to you have to escape that to open it up or whatever to that other thing. Not really sure. I've never gotten that far. Oh. So I guess at some point we're going to run out of Sky helping us, being able to help us do amazing things. But that's okay. So in this episode, I wanted to test some. I mean, we might try and set up the Gia Guardian thing. Now, it seems like if we go over there real quick, over here. So we know that when we activate this, it deactivates this guy. It no longer can do health or whatever. And as you can see, it says it's doing health right now, but I don't think it's doing it. Maybe it's a different thing now. Or no, regen. Oh, I have to pick something else. So let's say resist. No. Oh, we only got a two level one. Let's just do speed. And then if we put in our iron, right? Yeah, there we go. Bing. So now you can see, it says regen, but I don't see our hearts jumping. What I was thinking is, I wonder if, so there's a couple things. One is, when it activates, it disables this guy, so it's not able to heal you. So I'm curious if we were to take that other guy that we have made and like put him you know, like over here, so he's within the 64 blocks that he can give us a range of. But make it so we're in range of it. I wonder if this does a scan out at least 64 or so blocks and make sure that there's nothing out here that can heal us. It may or may not work, I don't know, but I think it's worth a try. Might as well see if it works. Like, yeah, I think maybe like just down here would be, ouch. That's what we're talking about with the ring. Can't fly around endlessly. So maybe I'll go rip that guy up and put him right here. And then maybe in the next episode, I'll try and gear up, at least get what we need. I think we're actually pretty good on gear. I mean, we fought the first guy with our terror steel helmet and armor and stuff like that. We used our terror steel blade, we used our crossbow, and then we had some various things to help us not die, you know, apples and such. So that might be a good idea as well, to get some of those things like potions and maybe some notch apples. Hey, that would have stopped us from getting hurt, I bet. So that's kind of the plan there. So let's go ahead and just take down this guy real quick. All right. And we do need our silk touch, I believe, because I don't think you can break this guy without silk touch. And then we can just take the rest of this nice and slowly. Can we do it faster with this guy? A little. We'll have to put some torches down. Let's hit F7 so we can keep track of how many we need. Okay, this might take a minute. So yeah, I'm curious, you know, that's how I am. I like to test the boundaries of Minecraft and see what it can and can't do. So that's why we're gonna do this. It might not work, it might work. If it works, it'll be awesome because we'll be able to have a natural regen going whether we have our notch apple or not. And then I guess the difference between the notch apple and just the enchanted apple is the duration, right? So I think the notch apple lasts long. I mean, it's way more expensive. So I would think it either lasts longer or does extra buff. So we'll maybe make a couple notch apples. We'll have some potions of healing or regeneration. Maybe some healing. I wish there was some kind of item that you could use that would like be a potion pouch and it would fit in your hand like just any other type of, you know, item, but it would allow you to stack potions. That would be so cool because it really is kind of a pain to only have one potion, you know, at a time. Someone get on that. Someone make me a potion pouch that works. Alright, so we've almost got this guy. We'll go reassemble him and then maybe go look at getting some of the stuff we need. So while I'm breaking this down, it's kind of funny. Back in when I was much younger, in high school and such, me and my friends, we played all kinds of role-playing games. Like we played Dungeons and Dragons, we played one called Heroes Unlimited, we played Battletech, that was probably one of my favorites. I loved Battletech, and various other games. Let's see, any other that I can think of top of my head. I had Ghostbusters, Shadowrun. Anyway, we had all these kind of games, and as of recent, I don't know what even got me really to do it, but I started kind of looking at the D&D stuff for the 5th generation, for the current one, and got some of the stuff, you know, bought it, and had my kids play it with me. Holy cow, I never realized how many blocks this thing took. So anyway, we've been playing Dungeons and Dragons, and I've had to update a lot of my stuff and I had to buy the new books and things like that. But it's really a fun game. I'm really kind of enjoying it. So I was just wondering, have you guys ever played Dungeons and Dragons, or any of those other games, or have you played role-playing games in general? I know my guess is I probably stopped playing when computers started coming out and stuff, because they were kind of the new thing. And now all of a sudden you could play like a video game. But it's kind of sad that I stopped playing, because they're really fun. I've been playing with my wife and my 2 kids. They've really enjoyed it. They wanted me to play. They're like, "Oh, it's Saturday. Can we go play?" Like last Saturday, we played for forever. Is that the full square? I think it is. I think we're gonna want to go to bed real quick here. Oh, last one. Boop, 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 boop. They kind of fit, right? Looks not too shabby. Whoops, not that one though. Oops, wrong thing. And go boop and boop, boop, boop. So yeah, we're gonna see if this works, and it might not. It might be that the game is smart enough to say, hey, no, you have another beacon, and I'm just going to disable that bad boy. We'll just take care of that right now. So there we go. If we go in here, and we can say enable, I mean, I probably would want resistance, and strength could be good too, but resistance, although mostly I want the healing. So there we go. Look at that. Alright, let's head on back, because mobs are going to be coming out. They're going to be wanting to party. Anyway, yeah, I'm really curious if any of you guys have played any role-playing games. Let me know in the comments below, and which ones you played, which ones you like, which ones you didn't like. I have lots of I can never say it, like Paladin, not Paladin, like Paladin. Well, I don't have a weapon on me. So now let's just double check, because I'm pretty sure our hearts are jumping. We got some hearts jumping, and they go way out to here-ish. Oops. Alright, looks good. We got some burning up stuff over there. So over here it's not quite good enough. Here. Sorry, buddy. I'm gonna have to pick you. Oh my heavens. Alright, let's do this real quick. We gotta get a weapon. Because that guy's, his armor is too tough for us. Let's see. So if we get our crossbow, we probably put these guys back. I think we have that. We can put that in there. And then there's our one sword, our decapitationing sword. Aw, can you not get up here? Sorry, didn't hear that, buddy. Alright, so, oh, I thought I saw another guy. Alright, let's turn off the X's real quick. So, we'll have that guy, and it seems like, at least for where the Gia Guardian will be, in theory, it should be able to give us health, because I don't think it's going to get much bigger than, say, this. And last time, we didn't get anything over here. Why am I moving so slow? Oh, this thing's slow. I forgot that. So, that will be the plan. in hopefully the next episode. So I'm going to probably empty out all my inventory. So all I have is, let me check something. We don't have tools in here that will, no, we don't replace automatically. And I already put, you know what, let's just break it. Yeah, so anyway, I think that'll be the plan for the next episode. And bam. What was down here? A whole lot of nada. Although this does go down a ways. Down to diamond level. Actually, I have no idea what level we're at. And there be no diamonds in this world. Arr. I'm a pirate now. Yeah, so anyway, sorry, that's the plan. Let's just go ahead and go back to the base, and we'll do our sign out here. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a thumbs up down below. Aside from that, comment, like, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. Check out my Discord. And don't forget about my great big game giveaway. When we hit 1,000 subs, almost there. No, I'm just kidding. We're halfway there. A little over half now. But once we hit 1,000 subs, we will be giving away 57 Steam games. That's right, 57 Steam games. That averages out to be 1 out of every 20 subs will get a game. How epic is that? And that's it. So until next time, I thought I'd see something. I can't. Oh, am I out of arrows? Did I not? Oh, I didn't bring my arrows with me, did I? Oh. I was going to do this really cool thing where I was just going to shoot arrows at us for a minute, but failed. Alright, well anyway, until next time, I'll be seeing you later. Bye!